Hi everyone, welcome to another video of mine. So today I'll be taking on a tour of Hoi An Ancient town in Vietnam. We are starting off with a river cruise. The river cruise is about 15 minutes, but I didn't shoot a video of the full 15-minute river cruise. Hoi An is a wonderful place which is near Da Nang. It's about a half an hour car trip. So you can go there and they can spend a day there. I really enjoyed it. And if you are ever visiting Vietnam, I would highly recommend visiting Hoi An. You can spend the whole day there. And there are also day tours from Da Nang. You can go to Hoi An and spend a day there. And they will take you around. Or you can go by yourself. You can hire a car or take a ride share to Hoi An. It is relatively cheap, so I would recommend whichever one you prefer. But the tours, they can get a bit expensive from what I've been told. Now let's give a bit of background. So Hoi An is in central Vietnam and formerly known as in the Western world as Phi Phu, and is a city of approximately 120,000. So now we have gotten off the cruise and we're walking down one of the streets in Hoi An. So I'll just show you around the streets. So this is like part of Hoi An, but not up to the touristy section as at the moment. So Hoi An has approximately 120,000 people and is in Vietnam's Quang Nam province and is registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site since the year 1999. So along with the Cu Lao Kham archipelago, it is part of the Cu Lao Cham Hoi An Biosphere Reserve, which was designated in 2009. In the year 2023, Hoi An was registered in the UNESCO Creative Cities Network list. So Old Town Hoi An, also known as Hoi An Ancient Town, is the city's historic district. It is recognized as a well-preserved example of a Southeast Asian trading port dating back from the 15th to the 19th century. Its buildings and street plan reflecting a blend of indigenous and foreign influences. Prominent in the city's old town is a covered Japanese bridge, which I don't think I actually took a video of. Was during the 19th to 16th, built during the 16th to 17th century. So this is a good bit of background as well. So between the 7th and 10th centuries, the Cham people controlled the strategic spice trade, and with this came increasing wealth. The early history of Hoi An is that of the Chams, which are one of the native peoples to Vietnam, and they were part of an empire. So this is actually a really nice place. So I spent the afternoon in Hoi An. So I went on the day tour in the morning, then I spent looking around Hoi An in the afternoon. I just walked around the area, and then I had something small to eat, and then I went back to Da Nang. So I was there for about 3 hours. So the buildings of the Hoi An Ancient Town display a blend of local and foreign influences, and according to the UNESCO Impact Report in 2008 on Hoi An, there are challenges for stakeholders to protect the heritage from tourism. And owing to the increased number of tourists visiting Hoi An, a variety of activities are emerging that allow guests to get out of the whole quarter and explore by motorbike, bicycle, kayak, or motorboat. The Two Born River is still essential to the region after more than 500 years. So the Hoi An was a trading city. And offers a distinctive regional cuisine that blends centuries of cultural influences from East and Southeast Asia. Hoi An hosts a number of cooking classes where tourists can learn how to cook Vietnamese food. There is also an attraction which is the Hoi An Lantern Full Moon Festival, taking place every full moon. Unfortunately, they didn't go during the full moon, but I've heard that it's really good. The celebrations honor the ancestors of the people. People exchange flowers, lanterns, candles, and fruit prepared for prosperity and good fortune. The city has 4 museums which highlight the history of the region. These museums are managed by the Hoi An Center for Cultural Heritage Management and Preservation. The Museum of History and Culture is at 13 Nguyen Hue Street and was originally a pagoda built in the 17th century by Min Hong villagers. So there's a variety of different things there to see. And food, which is my favorite as well. So according to CNN, Hoi An is the banh mi capital of Vietnam, and banh mi is actually one of my most favorite Vietnamese foods. Second comes pho. So I always try to have banh mi. And there are a few Vietnamese restaurants in my suburb, and there's one that's just dedicated to banh mi, so I'm often there, and their banh mi's are really good as well. So in the Hoi An Ancient Town, they also have a lot of sweet stalls, and some of them actually sell cocktails. So you can also have alcohol there, but from what I think, you don't think you can actually walk around with it, but as long as you stay nearby. So coming up to the touristy part of Hoi An, actually there weren't too many people that day when I went, which was surprising, but this is actually a really nice place to visit. So banh mi is actually a type of Vietnamese sandwich consisting of a baguette, pate, meats, and fresh herbs. There's a food called, and I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly, khao lao is a signature dish of the town, consisting of rice noodles, meat, greens, bean sprouts, and herbs, and is most commonly served with a small amount of broth. And it does have a strong resemblance to the Japanese udon. Other regional specialities include mi quan noodles, ban bao ban wak, hon tan, and which is chicken with rice, and also ban bao, which is sweet corn soup and baby clam salad, and also some chili sauces as well. So there is a Hoi An Lantern Festival. So on the 14th day of each month, the city celebrates a full moon by lighting lanterns. The townspeople can, so on the 14th day of actually each lunar month, the city celebrates the full moon festival by lighting up lanterns. And there is a sister city in Germany, and they also have some celebrations as well. So this is one of the rivers that is on the bank, that Hoi An is on the banks on. So honestly, this town is really, really, really wonderful, and this is actually a must-visit place if you are visiting Vietnam. And pretty much every single Vietnamese person that I know said that I have to visit Hoi An and recommended that I actually go um, there, and I did. So this place was really nice. I honestly wish we could have spent a whole day there just exploring, having lunch, and seeing the sights, but only spent half a day. So most people walk along the river in Hoi An Ancient Town. So that is where most of the sites are. The buildings are extremely colorful, which you will see shortly. And during the night time, it's a lot more colorful as well. But I didn't go at night. I just stayed there during the daytime. The next time I visit Vietnam, I will go back to Hoi An. Maybe spend the whole day there, and maybe have dinner there as well, and then go back to whichever hotel I'm staying at. So I'm not sure whether I'll stay in Da Nang or stay in Hoi An, but I would stay somewhere in central Vietnam and go on tours or go by myself touring. And I would like to go to Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh as well, as I haven't been to those two other cities. And as some of you may know, I did spend 9 full days in Vietnam, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was there to visit some people. So please, if you made it this far, please comment with some star emojis in the comments. This is one of the parks in Hoi An, the really nice park actually. So making my way towards more of the touristy attractions, which are actually really nice. You can see along the river as well. I did buy some souvenirs, some postcards, and some fridge magnets for my friends and family in Australia. But they are expensive, so just be careful of that. And people actually come and try to sell you things, but just have to be very, very mindful, because they are forceful, and especially if you're alone like I was on that day, they will come and try to be friendly with you and then show you things and try to offer you a discount as well. So just be mindful of any people selling things in this particular area, because they honestly like to come and sell things. As you can see, this is a bit more crowded than the other places I was showing you, and this is the main tourist spot. On the right there were some stalls selling some drinks, as you can see, I think. And this is one of the streets down there in Vietnam, in Hoi An. And you can see on the other side of the river, very colorful buildings, and on this side of the river as well. So I was actually able to walk on the road, which I really enjoyed. You don't get to do much of that anywhere. And the thing is that it was so quiet that I was a bit surprised. But it was a lot more crowded than before. And most people go on motorbikes in Vietnam, or bicycles. There are cars, but they're not as popular as motorbikes or bicycles. So this street I forgot the name of, but actually does look really nice. I hope everyone is liking the video so far. I just got a bit more to go. So if you're here in Hoi An, I would recommend having the banh mi and also some pho. They are two of my favorite Vietnamese foods. So pho is like a soup that the Vietnamese have, and also banh mi, as I said, is a sandwich. It's like a baguette. If I think it's French influence, if I'm not mistaken. So that is across the river and where I came from. Just gonna continue walking down the street, show you some of the sights. Honestly, I would really go back. Thank you everyone for watching and have a wonderful day.